everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to do a polygel design and I'm going to use the Laguna Moon polygel. I really like this stuff actually. We were having a chat about white acrylics, and I think I said in that video that, you know, I wonder what white polygel is like because I haven't used it before, and, you know, a couple of people have commented saying, what is white polygel like? So I thought I'm going to do a set on polygel, basically. And we're going to try the white. So I'm going to do it as a full nail. Damn it, I didn't even get through the first 2 minutes before I mess it up. So we're going to have a full nail of white. And we're going to have a full... Now, I have sped this up, by the way, in case you're going, oh my God, she's like a lunatic. And we're also going to do a smile line. And then we're going to do a bit of foils as well, because I like foils. I just do. Why not, you know? Okay, so I am actually using the brush that comes with the kit. So a few months back, I got the Laguna Moon kit, polygel kit. I think it's about 20 quid off Amazon. And it's really good, actually. I'm very impressed. The only downside with it is you don't get a lot of the liquid. And it does evaporate, so use it sparsely. You know, only put a little bit in your dish as and when you require it, because obviously once you've dipped your brush in and whatnot, you can't pour it back in to the jar because it's contaminated. Okay, so this nail is going to be a full nail of the white. And this goes really, really well, actually. So easy to use. It really, really was. You're going to see me just doing it here. And then as I went to put it in the lamp, I smacked it. And put a huge, big chunk in it. Thankfully, it hadn't cured because it was literally as I was putting it in the lamp. So I do come along and fix it up. But it was really annoying because actually this whole part went really, really well. I was really happy with it, and then I went and did something stupid. Yeah, a little bit annoying. Anywho, so with this, what you do, you damp your brush, but as you can see, I dab it off the excess because you don't want it really, really wet, but you have to make sure that your brush has got the slip solution on it, because obviously polygel is quite sticky. And it just helps to manoeuvre it around. So you can see with the full nail, I actually put the polygel all the way down the nail. And then what I'm doing is I'm just manipulating it backwards and forwards, depending on where I want the product to be. Because obviously we want the bulk of it to be in the centre of the nail and in the back third where the apex would be. So at this point, as I'm starting to get to the end, I'm going, no, I've got too much at the point. Some of it I will take off, and then sometimes I will kind of push the product back a little bit more, just to put everything back where I want it. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Yes. But it is just a case of you can play with it. And the great thing about polygel is you can play with it as much as you want. It doesn't really self-level, so it will go where you tell it to go. And it doesn't cure until you put it in the lamp. So you've got loads and loads and loads and loads of time to play with it, which is brilliant. So there we go. That's that one done. Okay, so that's 2 nails done. This nail is going to be the reverse smile line. I have got base coat down on all of these nails before I start putting the polygel on. As we know, if you've seen one of my previous videos, that was a mistake I made and the whole thing pinged off because it didn't stick to the tip very well. Today's little boo-boo is I didn't file the smile line. I didn't crispen it up. Yeah. But that's fine because we're going to come up with a plan to kind of sort that out. So again, I'm just doing exactly the same principle with the other ones. I'm sorry, I am kind of slightly out of shot here. But yeah, I'm just going to make a smile line and then just keep working it until I'm happy with the shape of it. I mean, the great thing about this is I really did get quite a good shape anyway, without too much problem. And then we're just going to pop the white in. So whilst that's curing in the lamp, so that's just the pink part, I'm going to come in, and this nail I'm going to try doing an ombre. Because I was like, I don't know quite how you would do a blend with, you know, polygel to actually make an ombre. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. And it does work. The only thing I would say is because the cover pink that I'm using is a little bit sheer, it's not very forgiving. But you know what? I didn't think it was a bad job. And certainly proves the fact you can see how easy this white works. It really does. It gives you absolutely no problems whatsoever. And beautiful colour. I mean, it's a proper white. It's lovely. I'm really chuffed with this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to really work on that back area of getting it to feather back and really, really thin out. Because obviously your ombre needs to work, and if all you can see is that line at the back, that's not so good. So the white ends up going a lot further than I, you know, normally would have put it, but that's fine because I'm just really wanting it to feather out, and it just takes work. You know, it's just everything to do with this is just taking a bit of time, and like I say, because you've got so much time with it, it really doesn't matter. You know, whereas if you're using acrylics, you're on a time, and if you mess up that back bit, it's stuck like that. So yeah, I was really impressed. I liked this a lot. But yeah, so this part is actually just in real time, it looks like. I think with the other stuff, I was just doing plain nails. I was like, nah, just speed through this, speed through this, speed through this. It's just me doing exactly the same thing twice, basically, just in different colours. Whereas this is slightly different. Like I said, I do apologise because I think I've headbutted the camera at some point because I'm definitely sitting further back than I would normally be, as in the camera's further back. So I apologise for that. Thankfully, you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to keep doing that, and then once I'm happy with it, I will pop that in the lamp. And while that's in the lamp, we're going to come back to the smile line nail. And we're just going to fill in that. Oh, I really hope this comes back into shot. It's so frustrating when you do a video and you're like going, yay, I like that video, that was a good video. And then I look at the footage and go, oh, just because I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing, I haven't spotted the fact that something's gone a little bit wrong. Because normally I just set it up and I just go with it, and, you know, I don't have to keep looking back. I don't have to do anything. But yeah, I do play around with this smile line quite a lot to really make sure it is butted up. It doesn't matter if it goes over the top of the pink, because we are going to file all of that in as well. And that's literally all there is to this, is just me pushing it and pulling it around, making sure it butts up. And yeah, there's not a lot I can say about that, really. And then, yeah, and then again, once I'm happy with it, I will cure that in the lamp. And then what we'll do is a bit of filing. I don't know if I kept the filing in, actually. Hang on a moment. Before we do any filing, we need to finish off this other nail. So this is the ombre one. So I'm now putting the nudie pink on the top, and then we're going to feather that down. Again, I mean, I've got a little bit too much product here. So I think I do wipe some off. But it's exactly the same principle. Just tuck it all around the cuticle. Get that all nice and neat first. Because again, the great thing, like I say, because it's not going anywhere. You know, you've got time to perfect your cuticle as well. I have obviously got way too much product, so I do think I take some off. And then we're just going to start feathering it down over the white to try and get the blend right between the two of them. And the great thing about Polygel is I don't have to cap this either. Yay! Just obviously you do need to make sure you've got a good blend, and you need to make sure you're not going to require a lot of filing over the top of that blend, otherwise you will just take it all away and that would ruin it. I mean, you possibly could put some clear over the top if you want to, but I didn't. And yeah, as you can see, actually it blended really nicely. Actually, I was quite chuffed with that. So I'm looking at what the black thing is in the picture and I'm going, I don't know what that is. I haven't got a clue. Anywho, that's just something annoying in the background going, what's going on? What is that? Where did it come from? Anywho, so yeah, I'm just going to keep working that until I'm happy with it, and then again I will cure it in the lamp. So I haven't kept in any of the filing, but here is the finished filed results. And what we're going to do, we're going to do some foil gel. So I've sped this up again. We're going to put some round this smile line. So you see what I mean? Even though I didn't file it, it's still not that bad. You know, I've done far worse. It was a really easy smile line, to be honest. I quite enjoyed that and would definitely consider doing that on myself. These white nails as well, I'm going to put some of the foil gel on. You do have to be careful with the foil gel because it does go a little bit yellowy, I have noticed. So we're going to cure that in the lamp, and then we're going to come along and we're going to use some of this foil. So you see with this foil, it's not going to take over everything. It's just putting some flowers on the design just to yeah, give it a little bit of something. So we're curing that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then we're going to come along and we're going to rub all of that in, rub with the silicone tool because we like that. And I'm now getting a text message from my husband to go check something, so hang on a moment. And they come back to my seat and the bloody cat nicked my seat, for God's sake. How rude. Anyway, so I'm just going to do a bit on each side. I mean, I could have whacked it straight in the middle and just done it over the top, but I don't know, I just found this a little bit easier. So yeah, we're just going to rub that in and just peel it back slowly, and look at that. Just some delicate flowers around the smile line. So it doesn't take away the smile line. It's not covering it up. It's just giving it a little bit something. This is going to be the full nail. And again, this is why I chose this particular foil, because it just will accentuate rather than hide. Let's face it, sometimes we need to hide stuff, and foil is definitely a friend when it comes to that. But this is not the case here. Yeah, I'm also just going to throw it around off the tip. Let's say I just keep pulling it up and just keep checking on it. And if there's another bit, just come back and just rub it a bit more, and it will go eventually. Sometimes it just requires a lot of rubbing, as you can tell. And then once I'm happy with that, we'll just peel it off, and then we're going to move on to the top coat stage. Okay, and then I decided I was going to add just a couple of gems as well. So I'm going to pop some base coat on. I don't know quite why I whacked it on the whole nail. I think because I hadn't quite worked out where I was going to put the gems, so I just thought, you know, I'll just whack it on everywhere. And then I'm just going to use my crystal picker upper, and I'm just going to pop a couple of them. And in the end, I decided I was just going to pop a couple in a line. And then that's it. And then we're just going to top coat. So I'll cure that in the lamp to set those crystals. And then I will come along and put the top coat over the rest. And that's it for this design. That is it. It's all done. Yeah, I really enjoyed working with this Polygel, actually. It's definitely a good one. And yeah, everything is possible. I hope you found this video informative and enjoyable, and I'm sorry it went out of shot quite a bit. But as ever, I mean, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.